What was going through my head was I could see the fear in his eyes. I could sense fear from him. You know, he felt weak. You know, to me, I think he looked scared.
Did he really smell that bad?
Yeah, I think he shit himself earlier. You know, we met in the walkway on the way to the lobby or to the press conference in the lobby. I think he shit himself. Yeah.
What happened during that altercation?
In the corridor?
Yeah.
I don't know, he walked by and I was doing an interview with some guys and he was, I don't know what he was actually up to, he was gesturing some stupid gestures or something like that, and I don't know, I might have called him a bitch or something like that, I'm not sure, I can't remember, but yeah, he was just standing behind this kind of big guy then, pretending he kind of was standing up for himself, you know, but I could smell the shit off him. I could see the fear in his eyes.
What about Lemieux? Because he's not exactly the fanciest boxer. What about Lemieux makes you so confident that you're going to be able to go in there and manage it?
Well, I've seen him on numerous occasions getting beat by fighters of numerous different styles. You know, I've obviously watched a lot of Lemieux. Seen us in fighting him, you know, he's been beaten by a lot of different styles. Stylistically, obviously by Billy Joe Saunders, he was made of complete and utter mockery of. You know, it was an embarrassment. He should have retired after that night. He's come back and made a comeback against the guy, you know, but he didn't look very good in that either, you know. So I look at that and I look back at the Golovkin fight, who was stylistically kind of similar to me, I believe. He got battered in that fight. He fought Marco Antonio Rubio. He quit in that fight. You know, he got a right hook, he went down and he just stayed down, you know, he had no heart, you know, so I think he's got quite a good chin, you know. He's fought Golovkin, he's took his punches, but he kind of quit again, you know, didn't get knocked out. I think his heart is in question, you know, and it's going to be the same. It's going to be a tough fight, I've no doubt about that. He's a tough guy, you know, he's a strong, tough guy, he punches hard, but in the end of the day, you know, it's going to come down to who wants it more, who's the tougher guy, and you know what they say, you know, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and I think on Saturday night that's what's going to happen, you know, he's going to quit.
Are you worried about him making weight? He's missed it a few times.
I couldn't give a fuck. If he comes in 1 stone heavy, I'll still fight him, you know, doesn't bother me.
You're working with Golden Boy, you fought in Los Angeles, you came out with Sombrero, you've got to come forward style. Tell me a little bit about that marriage of Irish and Mexican style, because the Irish are real similar to the Mexicans.
Well, I love the Mexicans, you know. I've just said before, I love the Mexican fighting style, I love the Mexican people, you know, they're similar to the Irish, you know, our histories. You know, I grew up watching Mexican fighters as a child, and you know, I always liked their style, and I like to fight like a Mexican, so you know, I wore the sombrero as a mark of respect to the Mexican people for Cinco de Mayo in May back in LA. If a Mexican fighter came to Ireland and it was St. Patrick's weekend, I would like if the Mexican fighter, like say Canelo or Munguia, if they wore a shamrock of a symbol of the Irish, to respect the Irish people, you know. And I believe you got to show respect to the people where you fight, especially the boxing fans, you know. So I wore the sombrero to show them my respect. Robert Diaz gave me the hat. It was a beautiful green hat. It was like an Irish colour, you know, and matched my kilt. You know, but it was so big, I couldn't fit it in my case to bring it back for this holiday, you know.
Did they ship it to you?
They shipped it to me, yeah. I make sure it takes pride of place with my championship belts and my fight gloves. I have it at home, you know.
This being a WBA final eliminator, do you feel more pressure? I mean, it sounds like you'll get the winner of the main event sooner or later.
I don't feel more pressure, I feel excited, you know. It's a massive opportunity for me to secure my family's future. What's most important to me foremost is providing for my family, my children. So I'm excited to win this fight and fight the winner of Triple G and Canelo. It's fantastic.
Is that your expectation that with a win you will get the winner?
Absolutely.
How do you see yourself matching up with either one of them?
I believe it's my destiny. The stars aligning. I believe I've always wanted to be middleweight world champion. I believe I will become middleweight world champion one day, and whoever it's going to be against, one of them, I'm going to become the champion.
Cinco de Mayo if Canelo wins, or would you want to fight before that?
December. I want to fight the winner in December.
What do you think's going to win that fight?
I don't know, they're both really good fighters, they're great fighters, you know, obviously, and it's a hard one to call, you know. I am sitting on the fence, I suppose, you know, but I'm not deliberately sitting on the fence. I think it's a difficult fight to call, you know. They're both, as I say, very good fighters, and it's impossible to call. I think the fans are the real winners here, you know.
Thank you.